Welcome. Hi. Welcome. I forgot what we're doing. We're recording a
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Welcome to
we
Horror Rewind.
are.
I'm Kelly
It's
Florence.
it's so important. How could you forget? It's Meg Hofdahl here, and I've got Cookie with me right beside me, like usual.
We were just talking about how it's hard to keep every schedule and every person's everything that we have to hold in our heads. And I didn't even know what
Yeah.
we were doing for a second because we are running households, we are planning trips, we are packing bags.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like this thematically goes with something I want to say about The Conjuring 3,
Tell me.
which is at the very end, the most realistic thing that happens in the whole movie, which is he forgets his pills and she has one for him.
Of course she does. I knew it. I knew it too. Like I'm like, yep, see, mom's.
Yep, that's what happens is, and everybody forgets everything and we have to be in charge.
Yep.
So I think that all comes full circle.
And it's perfect because Cookie's just like right in your face too. It's like,
Yep, he's like, Mom.
oh, so speaking of which, we're talking about The Conjuring 3 today.
We are just on it.
Oh boy.
Yes,
And
we
also,
are.
I watched every single movie from the Conjuring universe this weekend, and I have a ranking for you.
Oh, good.
So we'll get
I
into
like a
that.
ranking.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, first maybe let's discuss Conjuring 3, and then I want to hear all about all the other movies because
Yeah.
I've seen most of them. I think there's a few I haven't seen.
Okay.
So Conjuring 3. I'm just gonna get it out of the way now.
Oh boy. Can I put money on the fact that you're gonna talk about Patrick Wilson's butt?
Well, I was just gonna talk about him in general.
Oh,
But if
okay.
you're gonna talk about his butt, then
I think that we need to, this is what I'm going to say. I know,
okay.
and yes, I know you're going to say that, but I'm just going to say, I think we need to pitch the science of the Conjuring universe.
So I
Not,
can interview Patrick
well,
Wilson.
yes, I was going to say not only for that, but also there
No,
is a
that's a
lot of
good idea.
science in it.
There is a lot of science in it. That's a great idea. All right. You've
Okay,
heard
tell
it
me
here
about Patrick
first.
Wilson.
Okay, I just want to say that I want him to come to my house and investigate the demon inside me.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I think I think
he's
that's
so
fair.
serious. He's just so serious. It's like,
I
oh my
know.
gosh, you're just so serious and tense. Jeez. Okay, that's it. I said it. I objectified him. Now let's move on.
Okay, I freaking like I didn't know the Warrens RIP, but I freaking love like this couple who they've been in love. They have this solid marriage. They believe in each other, they help each other. They're freaking adorable. And also like I know I'm projecting because I've watched all of them, but like how cute is it to have this like fun, cute married couple like investigating paranormal stuff?
Like
Like
fighting demons, like no big deal.
I know, like it's super rad.
And they're always protecting each other, and
Yeah.
it's not like, even if they have like a tiff or something, it's
It's not
not
like
like,
he's his character in Insidious who's like being problematic. He's never
yeah,
gaslights Lorraine.
no, they're adorable, and they like go back and show them and they met.
Oh,
They're high school sweethearts.
I
It's so
know.
cute. I thought right away, I appreciated right away, we got right into the horror.
Yeah.
And there was Cookie, my goodness. There was, I guess it was the kid from Haunting of Hill House, which I didn't realize. That little kid.
I didn't realize that
It's like,
either.
it's Luke, I think.
Julian Hillard or something.
Yeah, I think so. So anyway, but that was pretty creepy. Possession
Yeah.
stuff going on. And then Arnie is like, take me instead. And then shit got real.
I know. And no, this is the thing about these Conjuring movies. They're all based on true stories. And I think, I mean, you'll read more about this in our next book, The Science of Serial Killers, but I think it is fascinating. These killers who, I mean, the subtitle of this movie, The Devil Made Me Do It, who claim that, someone told them to do something. I mean, we're gonna get into it. I won't give spoilers for our book, but Meg, how often have killers or serial
Mhm.
killers in particular use this defense?
Well, it certainly doesn't work in a court of law. Uh, Now, I did some research on the case that this movie is based on. And it sounds like that whole possession, demon possession thing was thrown out. So that was not used in his defense. Um, but it certainly was interesting. I read about the case, and he definitely was involved with his girlfriend's brother's uh, exorcism, and there are a lot of people like uh, Donald. Is it Feo?
Ronald DeFeo, yeah.
Ronald DeFeo from Amityville, who claim that demons were inside them. And I think it's really, I mean, here's the thing. What's more likely? It's probably an archaic way of looking at mental illness. But at the end of this movie, they play those exorcism
Ugh,
tapes, and it's so icky and it's
yeah.
hard. I mean, you can understand why there are people who believe in demon possession. Is it more likely that it's some sort of mental illness or epilepsy or whatever? Yeah, probably. But my goodness, it certainly has been something that people have, said that's what made me, the devil made me do it. I mean, that this isn't the first time, and I'm sure it's not the last time. But certainly as after this was like in 81. After this is when like the whole satanic panic happened, and people were like convinced that, people were Satan worshipers and they were killing people because of it.
Yeah. I I think like you said, regardless for the reason, those real recordings, and they do it at the end of the Conjuring credits, all the movies, and I didn't remember that, but it's just icky. It's like
It is,
regardless of what is causing this, that's disgusting.
yeah, it is disgusting. And you have to question like what is going on and why is this happening, and what is it about our society that says, okay, this is a devil or this is a demon. um I'm reading a book right now, by Grady Hendrix, my best friend's exorcism, and it's interesting because I tend to, and I've said this before, like I'm not necessarily the most interested in religious horror. um but I liked kind of the twist in this movie, if you want to call it a twist, that it was like this witch, and it wasn't necessarily, we didn't have to watch the same kind of possession stuff over and over again. Right in the beginning we see the boy like having the exorcism, but after that I felt like at least it wasn't going down the same like let's tie somebody up to the bed and let's, because that gets old for me.
Right.
But at least there were some different routes taken.
No, I agree. And I thought she was a really like I like how they styled her as the witch because she was just unassuming, sort of plain Jane, yet so effectively creepy.
Yeah, it's not like she had like a hooked nose
Mm-hmm.
and green hair or something. Yeah. Speaking of style, Lorraine, the queen, I just love all her like lacy turtlenecks.
I
Like she looks
know.
like a fucking queen all the time.
I know. In every movie, P.S.
Yeah. And that was her style, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, because they show the clip at the end, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I love how she's styled. Her costumes are just, oh my God, epic. And Vera Farmiga. I
Oh,
mean, I still think like her performance in Bates Motel is one of the best performances I've ever seen.
I
So she's
agree.
just so understated and wonderful. So for me, I enjoyed this movie, but I don't think it was. I still think I like the first Conjuring better. So I'm interested to hear. Well, first of all, I have a couple questions. I'm interested to hear your ranking, but also I heard that this witch is in other movies in the Conjuring universe,
Oh, really?
or she's related to Annabelle somehow.
Oh, yeah, I did read that. I don't I don't remember. And
Okay,
Also,
so it's not obvious.
I need to go and rewatch this third movie again because I started with it and then we
Hmm.
went back and like watched everything from the beginning in order. And
Okay.
then all of a sudden, things were making sense. So now, if I go back and watch the third movie, I'm gonna be like realize a lot. But okay, so listen, the Conjuring universe is fully realized and fully formed, and good job, Conjuring universe. Like they can make a million more movies.
Yeah, I mean they've set it up nicely where it's like it'll never end.
There are so many stories to tell. Okay, so yes, the first Conjuring. What is her name? Lily. What's her name?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
God.
Anyway, she's amazing. And it has some of the creepiest moments, and they're jump scares, but not like, do you remember there's the daughter who's sleepwalking and she keeps banging her head against the wardrobe?
Oh
And then like the
yeah.
hands
Lily
clap.
Taylor. Lily
Lily
Taylor.
Taylor. There we go. And like they do the hide and seek with the hands clapping thing. And she
Yes.
gets pushed into the basement and then like somebody claps next to her. It's
Ooh, yes, I
so
do remember that.
freaking scary. And I love it. I loved it so much. So I've seen that one a few times. We went and watched the second one and it's really solid. Like I forgot how solid
Okay.
it is.
Me
It's really
too.
good. They have
Okay.
um all about there's all these different creatures and also PS
Oh
Patrick
yeah.
Wilson sings a song
Oh baby.
and he plays the guitar. And we just discovered via TikTok the other day that he can sing, but apparently he sang in The
Right.
Conjuring too, and I blocked it out.
Yeah, I did too.
And then the Annabelle movies. Okay, the first Annabelle movie is fine. The second,
What's the first one? Remind me
it's
what
like in the
happened.
60s. It's like the Charles Manson thing.
Okay, yeah. That was pretty good.
It's fine, but
Okay.
rewatching the second one,
Which is the
Annabelle,
second one?
that's when they're like in the orphanage home.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That
I need
one
to rewatch that one.
freaking kills. And the third one is Annabelle comes home and it takes place in the Warrens' house with
I haven't
overnight.
seen
And
that one.
oh my god, you need to watch Judy's getting babysat, but they have so many creatures in the third one. And I posted about it, and someone on Instagram this morning is like, "That movie's trash." So you can't
Oh,
say anything in the world.
okay. Wow, people are so fun.
But yeah, anyway, I didn't respond because I don't need that
No,
energy in my life. Um,
no.
Speaking of trash, I didn't like The Nun.
Okay. I haven't seen that one either.
You
And I
don't you
remember
don't
you
you don't
saying
need to
that
see
you
it.
didn't like it. And so I just didn't waste my time.
No, I mean, and I rewatched it. I'm like, you know what? Now I'm gonna rewatch it with this new lens. And Campbell didn't like it either.
Okay. Well,
It's just
then,
okay, but Tysa for
yeah.
Megan's in it.
Oh, I didn't know
Isn't that
that.
ironic?
Yeah. Hmm. Well, okay. So is
And
that
then
all of them?
La Llorona is also within the universe, and
Oh, I
that
didn't
one's
know
solid.
that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one either. Geez, what am I doing
What
with
are
my
you
life?
doing with your?
All right. So here's a question. So I thought I very wrongly told Dexter because I thought that the Conjuring movies were PG-13, but they're rated
Mm.
R.
Mm.
What What do you think of? What do you think? Because I watched the third one. And I was like, I think this one's okay.
I think that they're both perfectly fine.
Okay, I thought so too. Because I mean, there's like kids like experiencing,
Yeah.
scary stuff, and
Yeah.
like I think it's okay, right?
The second one, it like I could not believe how good it was. I did not remember how good it was. It was
I
really
remember there's like a creepy dude like
yep.
that's stuck in my head. I'll have to. Yeah, we're gonna watch those.
It's oh my god, it's so good.
Good. So
So
okay, so I feel I want to hear the ranking because I can't
wait,
rank all these.
now I
Yeah.
can't. I'm not gonna put Conjuring 3 in there because, like I said, I have to rewatch it because like
Okay.
it's
Okay.
gonna change everything. Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, Annabelle 2, Annabelle 3, Annabelle 1, La Llorona the Nun.
Okay. All right. I have work to do. I think we need to. I think I'm gonna watch the Annabelle movies with Dexter too.
Oh yeah. No, they yeah. The yeah. The first one, it's like it's still solid,
It was
but
pretty
it's my
decent.
least favorite.
Okay. All right. Well then that's good to know. I gotta get on my what am I doing with my life?
I don't know what you're doing. I guess you're just writing a novel and stuff. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah. Um, what else do I want to say about Conjuring 3? Well, I liked it, but I wasn't like, holy crap, this is amazing. So
No,
I kind of like I enjoyed it, but and there were creepy moments, definitely. And I mean, I love the Warrens, but I still think I definitely like the first Conjuring better. And I haven't even seen that one in a while, but
no, I think so too. Also, wait, I have to tell you my favorite part of The Conjuring 3 was that freaking dead body guy.
oh, the big fat guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that was
gross.
cool. That was cool. I like that too. I thought that was just like fun.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I'm trying to think what else happens in that. I don't even know. But they're just Ed and Lorraine are just so serious.
I know. I wish they could just have like a fun vacation
I
sometime.
know.
I guess that wouldn't be a very good movie.
It wouldn't. But you know what? It could be like a Murder She Wrote where they're like on vacation and then something happens. I want to
Yeah.
see them on the beach just having a good time.
Aw.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you
Oh.
think, okay, this is a spoiler now for Conjuring 2. Lorraine had that premonition of Ed dying with like the tree going through his chest, and it doesn't happen in that movie, but do you think that was a premonition about like his heart problems?
Ooh,
Because that's probably
nice.
what it feels like when you have a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh, good thinking.
I don't know.
I like that. Yeah. And I was reading, and he didn't die until like 2005 or six or something.
Yeah, and died in
So,
2019.
yeah. So she had to live a while without him.
Aw.
Oh, right.
Now, this is what I really want to know. You know, the Warrens have this collection of cursed objects. Who's taking care of it? They're not going to like auction it off and this stuff is going to get out into the world, right?
Well, I don't know. Maybe like no one's taking care of it right now, and it's just like, what if what if a window mysteriously opens and like, or what if people go in there and steal stuff?
You know, I'm not saying this is what happened, but Lorraine died in 2019 and then we had the pandemic. I'm just saying maybe some things got out.
Synchronicity. So you're
Yeah,
saying Annabelle like crawled out and made the pandemic?
maybe. I'm just
Maybe.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I think it's creepy that the real Annabelle is just a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah, because it seems so innocent. Oh, P.S. There are two Raggedy Ann dolls as little Easter eggs in two of the Conjuring movies.
Oh, okay. I've gotta look for that. I had a Raggedy Ann doll and a Raggedy Andy.
Aw.
They weren't possessed, as far as I know.
Wait, do you remember that kids movie? It's like where they came to life and Babette
Ooh.
was
What?
dolls and no,
Babette?
Babette.
Is that like Babar?
No, Babette was like this other doll.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
It doesn't
Remember
matter.
Babar though?
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
This is premium content
I
right
know.
here.
I know. I forgot what we were even doing when we started this
You know what?
episode.
I want to tell you about a movie I watched a while ago, and I keep forgetting to tell you to watch it, which is Spontaneous. Have you watched it yet?
No? What?
It's about it's really good, and it's about this high school class where people start spontaneously combusting.
What is this on?
I think it's on Amazon Prime, and I it's really good. I think it's an allegory for school
Puberty?
shootings.
Oh
No,
shit.
but I cried my eyes out. But it's also funny and romantic, and just watch it. Just I promise. I
My
promise.
God.
And
Okay.
it's like literally, I've always like spontaneous human combustion. Like, there's nothing more interesting in the world than
Oh, that
that.
is interesting.
So I was like, well, I have to watch this, and yeah. So I keep meaning to tell you to watch that.
Thank you. I'm gonna watch it as soon as we get off of this.
Okay, good. I want to hear what you have to say.
You know what we have to do before we forget? We have to rank this movie, The Conjuring 3, on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being you hated it, 10 being you think it's a perfect movie. I think our scale should be the pills inside the necklace.
I was just gonna say that.
Aw.
Oh.
So how many pills that you're gonna save Patrick Wilson's life with do you give The
Oh, when you
Conjuring?
put it that way. I'm
It
gonna
only
say
takes one to save his life.
I'm gonna give him 7 because I think that it was creepy. There were some good moments, but there were some moments where I found myself kind of reaching for my phone, which is always kind of a sign that some parts are getting a little long and a little boring. And also, possession is not necessarily one of my favorite topics, so you really have to like knock it out of the park. Like anything for Jackson, for example, you have to like really knock it out of the park for me to be like obsessed.
Yeah, I don't think we've even talked about that one on the podcast, but holy crap, anything for Jackson, go watch it immediately.
Mm-hmm. So what are you not ranking it until
No,
you watch it?
I
Or are you gonna
also,
rank it?
no,
Or give
I
it
need to,
pills?
I do need to rewatch it, but I'm going to give Patrick Wilson 7 pills.
Yeah.
Also, that's exactly the number because just in retrospect, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But I'm like, I think I remember liking the first one better. And yes, it
Yeah.
definitely. So
Yeah.
after the rewatch, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
they can keep making these movies. I'll keep going.
Well, and the thing is too, like I was watching it, it's a very classic horror movie. Like there's something comforting about horror movies like that where it's like you kind of know how it's gonna go. Also, there's the great scene where like he's freaking like got a hatchet or whatever and he's gonna kill Lorraine and she's like, remember me.
I
But anyway,
know.
but it's very classic. It feels very comforting in a way. It's not like an experimental horror film where you don't know what's going to happen. And there's something to be said for that. That's okay. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
No, I agree. Yeah, I don't think it well, I know it's not my favorite in the universe, but
Mm-hmm.
it's solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know what else there is to say, Meg.
Well, when is this coming out? This Thursday?
Who knows? Yeah, probably. I mean, if I remember to post this.
Yeah, well, whatever. Then you know what? It's gonna come out sometime this summer. So stay cool, kids.
And until next time, we'll see you in the horror section.
Bye.
Bye.